The California government passed a new law, SB 901, and that law requires all electric utilities in California to have a wildfire mitigation plan. How can we, as an electric utility that's owned by the public, provide the most value through this new law to our community? So we started developing our plan, and we came up with wildfire prevention and mitigation and improved response. To do that, we actually need firefighters to help us.
The Redding Fire Department is benefiting in that REU is budgeting and providing for additional staffing for the fire department to staff engines, as well as provide fuel mitigation work in our open spaces during the fall and winter months.
Redding's fire department, since the recession, has had lower staff levels, and so for us to operate and reduce our risk as a utility, we needed more help.
So REU is paying for additional staffing for the Redding Fire Department. They're paying for 6 full-time firefighters to augment our existing staffing, as well as 12 apprentices, which will not only augment staffing in the critical weather summer months, but also provide for fuels reduction crews to work hand in hand with their crews in the fall and winter months to reduce fuels in and around utility infrastructure, as well as other areas, including residential neighborhoods. So we're benefiting from this program, this risk reduction program from REU, with additional staffing.
And that's in adding to our crews that we already have.
So we're looking to ensure that we have proper fuels reduction around our utility infrastructure to prevent potential fires from the infrastructure spreading to the wildland, as well as protecting the infrastructure from fires that are coming from elsewhere.
This new law has given us, the community, an opportunity to really think hard, prioritize what we need to do to keep this community safe and operate our system safely.
We'll be working with REU hand in hand. We've already prioritized electrical infrastructure, utilities, primarily in the high fire hazard severity zones on the north and west side of town. We'll likely start around the substation off of Eureka and work in a southerly direction in the high fire hazard severity zone, paying particular attention to above ground utilities. In addition to those utilities, when we're in the area, we're going to still be working on the shaded fuel breaks and defensible space in and around residential neighborhoods and roadways.
It's important that we have the fire crews helping us mitigate and extend what we already do to even a higher level to keep our infrastructure safe.
So there are some areas in the city that are so overgrown that will need hand crews in there, so we'll utilize Redding Fire Department fuels reduction crews and assistance from the Parks Department to get in there on foot, by hand, reducing fuels, in order for us to get utility line trucks in there to do the higher tree work.
I believe we have some goats coming soon.
We have chosen a contractor to provide grazing services on at least one city-owned parcel of land right now.
So those goats are going to work and start clearing. I think the amount of goats we have coming will clear like an acre a day.
REU is funding that project, and it's a win-win. Not only are we providing fuels reduction, we're getting people excited. It's something new. We want to garner their interest and bring their attention to defensible space, and this is kind of an exciting way to do it. The contractor will bring up anywhere from 300 to 800 goats and move those goats along in about a month's period of time, and they'll graze that land and reduce the fire loading and the fire potential.
We cannot operate without the support of our other city departments. Neither one can do what the other does, but together we can do anything. Together, we got this.
So we're excited about the project and the prospect of actually having more personnel, which is better for the city as a whole.
At the end of the day, we're all in this together. Our risk is the same. You can't separate the electric risk from anything else. We're trying to pull out all the stops to keep Redding safe. It's a beautiful area up here, but with that beauty comes responsibility and hazards.
We're not trying to prevent fires. That's almost an impossibility, but we can certainly reduce the intensity and the speed that a fire would travel by doing fuels reduction. We need to see, and we all need to do our part please reach out to us, contact us, and we have all kinds of information and literature, not just at the Reading Fire Department, but also online to give folks direction and information on how they can reduce their risk at home.
It's going to be great, and people, the more everyone gets involved, the more everybody gets behind this, the more we can do, and the better and safer this community will be.